Today, I'm going to show you why the Apple Watch is the most underrated productivity tool possibly ever made. Café con Dan, welcome back to this channel. My name is Dan and I love technology and I love making everyday technology easy. I worked at Apple for 19 years and now I serve at my church as a pastor. Today I want to show you how the Apple Watch is the most underrated productivity tool I think that Apple has made in a long, long time. Now, if you're watching this video, I think there's really two categories that you may fall into. A, you may already have an Apple Watch and maybe you feel like you're not using it enough. And the other category might be that you're probably thinking about getting an Apple Watch, or this may be your very first smart watch ever that you've ever owned. Now, there are many amazing YouTube videos out there that will go deep diving into the Apple Watch, and I want to make additional follow-up videos. But today I'm going to keep it very simple. Today I just want to show you three things, and I want to keep them high level on how you can make your Apple Watch more productive. Now, I have been using Apple Watch since it originated. That's all I've worn. And one thing I remember when I first got my Apple Watch, I said, I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be an extension of my device and I'm going to be able to handle notifications. And fast forward many, many years of having Apple Watch, I find myself not using my Apple Watch enough. So, with these three tips that I want to share with you guys today, I'm hoping that you'll find your Apple Watch even more productive. So, here's the first example that I want to give you. Believe it or not, Apple Pay. Now, let's talk about Apple Pay for a minute. Apple Pay is where you can use obviously your iPhone or your watch to be able to pay for anything wherever Apple Pay is accepted. And I'm sure that when you're out and about shopping, at the beginning, maybe Apple Pay wasn't readily available, but let's be honest, Apple Pay is available almost everywhere. It's at your grocery stores, it's at all the convenience stores, even when you get up to the gas station, it's even inside of church. Now, why do I think that the Apple Watch makes your productivity increase while you're using Apple Pay? Is because I think many people don't use the Apple Watch for Apple Pay. Just think of the scenario. You're walking up to the store, you're taking out your phone, you're double clicking, you're looking at your Face ID to authenticate, and then you're tapping your phone on that device. All along, you have your Apple Watch strapped on your wrist. Now, let me give you a little bit peeling back the curtain, if you will, of how amazing the Apple Watch is once you put it on. The moment that you put on your Apple Watch in the morning or whatever your routine is, you'll notice that it'll ask you to enter your digital password, right? Your 4-digit or even longer passcode. You're basically are authenticating at that very moment that you have your Apple Watch on, meaning your Apple Pay is now it's enabled if you've set that up previously. The moment that you take your Apple Watch off, you'll notice that you always will have to kind of put in your password again. And this is actually a safety measure so that in case you ever take your Apple Watch off, or maybe you accidentally dropped it or left it somewhere, no one can just pick up your Apple Watch and go crazy at the convenience store pumping gas with your watch. Now, the cool thing about having the Apple Watch on your wrist when it comes to Apple Pay is the convenience of its physical location. Now, let me run you through a couple of scenarios here. And this is one of my favorites. And I'm so surprised that I don't see it often. You're at the drive-thru, you're probably pulling up to Starbucks or your favorite restaurant, and you're going to pay with Apple Pay. And here you are taking your phone off, authenticating it, stretching it out over the window there to the attendant to get you to tap your Apple Pay. Well, all along, you can just do a quick double tap of your device, of your Apple Watch, and extend your hand, which is already on the side of the car, close to the credit card reader and tap, and you've paid. It's on your wrist. It's so easy. So that's why I think Apple Pay makes your Apple Watch even more productive. Well, what is the second thing that I think can make your Apple Watch even that more productive? It's all of the Apple Watch applications. Now, hear me out. Again, most people, when they first start off with their Apple Watch, they're thinking, hey, it's going to be an extension of my device. I'm going to be able to use it to maybe respond to a message. There are so many more things that you can do with your Apple Watch that are specifically in your world, right? Meaning in the area, the line of work that you're in, maybe your favorite applications. The common fault that I see is that most people, while they're setting up their Apple Watch, they will mirror all the applications that you have on your phone. And let's be honest, you have a lot of apps on your phone that you may not necessarily use on your app, on your watch. So as you're diving through and you're looking at all these applications, it can become overwhelming. Like, where are all my applications? You're just like an endless scrolling of all of your apps. That's probably the wrong, that's not a good way to manage your apps. On your Apple Watch app on your device, you should not mirror all of your applications. You should be very selective with the applications that you really, really do use. Now, go throughout your day. Think about how your Monday through Friday looks like at work. What are those one or two applications that you're constantly using? Here's my tip on how you can make your Apple Watch even more productive. Listen, one example, it's the Voice Memo. It's an overlooked application, but you can have the Voice Memo app as a complication right on the face of your watch, and you can quickly tap that at any moment and record a quick memo. You can have a timer set up. This is great if you work on the computer, if you're working on different projects. I can tell you that while I'm working my daily routine, I'm typically multitasking many different projects going on at church. And one of the tips that I do is I set myself a timer. I sit down, I said, you know what, I'm gonna work 30 minutes on this one project. I'm going to avoid other distractions. I'm going to set a quick 30-minute timer and I'm going to get to work. That's a great way to making your Apple Watch increase your productivity. The specific applications that you may be using. So I encourage you, go back, check out all the apps that you have currently on your device, and only bring the ones that you truly use on your watch. So third and final tip on how you can make your Apple Watch even more productive. Let's talk about focus modes. Now, this is one that I know for a fact many people are not using. And let me tell you, I'm guilty of this until just recent. Focus mode is something that Apple came out with on all of your devices, where you can set up a, think of it as a profile of what your device is doing. Let me give you an example. You can have a focus mode that's called work, and on that focus mode, you only have the applications that you need for work. You can have a focus mode for working out, where all of your favorite workout apps and maybe your favorite music playlist is showing up on your device, while all your other applications are kind of hidden, right? It's an easy way to kind of just focus in on that one subject. You can have a focus mode for do not disturb, so on and so forth. So much so, I've gotten so many personal and family requests that I'm going to do a separate dedicated video just on focus mode. So if you want to learn more about that, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. I'm a brand new channel, hardly any videos. This is actually my second video, but you want to stay tuned because I'm going to be pumping out more videos that go deeper, diving deeper, I should say, into your Apple Watch. And focus mode will be a great one. Now, I'm going to tell you how I used to explain this to customers all the time. And I used to call it the WWW, or the W3. Think about how you're going to use your watch during your waking hour, during your work hour, and during your workout hour. So think of that simple acronym, right? WWW. How are you going to use, what happens when you first wake up? Maybe as you wake up, you're grabbing your Apple Watch and you're putting it on, or maybe you use it to sleep overnight. There is a specific setting, right? There's a specific action items that you do often every single morning. It's your routine. You're turning off the alarm. Maybe you have home automation set up and you're going to start your coffee, or you're going to start checking the traffic on the way to work. You have a reminders. Hey, make sure that you take the kids' book bag, or the kids' homework to school this morning. Whatever your reminder is, you typically have a early morning routine. Now you're on the way to work, and on the way to work you also have a routine. Maybe you have an extra long drive to work and you want to listen to your favorite podcast, or you want to listen to your favorite radio station or show. You can have that. Again, you can check traffic. Once you get to work, you have your favorite apps. Maybe it's the voice recorder, timer, or your job specific application. And then after you are working, you're maybe on the way home, you're going to go work out at the gym, you have specific health app related apps that you use on your watch. You have a workout hour, you have a special playlist just for working out, or you want to monitor your heart rate. So many different things. So you kind of think of your device as your waking hour, your workout hour, and then your workout hour. Those are just three examples on how you can set up focus modes for that. Now, I'm going to do a deep dive where I'm going to show you how to use your action button to change between focus modes. But for today, I want to keep it high level. The Apple Watch is the most underrated productivity tool that you probably have on your wrist and you don't even know it. Don't just use it for messages. Don't just use it to measure the time. Don't just use it for your health, which is amazing, by the way. There are so many things that you can do with your Apple Watch. And if you're thinking about getting an Apple Watch, I highly encourage. Again, there's a lot of great material out here on the YouTube world, but stay tuned. I'm going to walk you through from my personal experience, again, 19 years at Apple, how I would definitely recommend Apple Watch as the most productivity tool, underrated productivity tool that probably exists today. I hope you found this video informative. Do me a favor, drop a comment down below. What feature of the Apple Watch do you want to learn more about? And I'll do my best to do a video on that. Or tell me how you use your Apple Watch. We want to learn. We want to build this community together. So drop a comment below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next time. Peace.